Good evening. I decided I would play a little bit of Star Citizen since it's been a little while since I've played. Currently there's the 4th anniversary sale going on where some ships that are not always available are up for sale on the stores. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. I'll spend a bit of time in what's called the Persistent Universe, which is kind of like the massively multiplayer online mode, and maybe then, depending on how that goes, I'll do a little bit of a dogfighting mod, a bit of time in the dogfighting mod, fighting against some swarms of AI pilots. So I'm just waiting for the launcher to start up, and then we can try and give that a go. Star Citizen's a game that I've been following quite a lot for the past 4 years, and I've acquired quite a few ships in it as it's been going along, and as it's been getting funded, and as it's been getting made by the developers. So I guess it seems to be a game that not a particularly huge number of people know about, so yeah, give it a shot. Okay, so in theory, we should be finding that the game will be starting shortly. So we'll see what comes of this shortly. Just to think of it, the start button. Let's check. There we go. That's it starting now. It was just taking its time apparently. So yeah, it'll probably take a minute or so to load, just because again it's a pretty large game. Again, hopefully we're within a month of having a large update to it where a huge big chunk of the first person shooter elements are added, but as I say, that's probably about a month away still, and even then, when it does come out, that's not the kind of side of things I'm particularly interested in. For me, what I'm really caring about is basically the idea of flying spaceships about and doing exploration. Okay, here we go. So I tell you what I'll do, once I've got my mouse cooperating with me, because apparently it doesn't want to, once I've got that going, we can see perhaps oh, come on. Try again. There we go. So we get this here, we'll see about getting the whole hangar module started up first. Now the hangar module just simply lets you walk around and view some of your ships. So what I'll do is, some of the ships which I've got aren't quite in game yet, but we'll show what's there. And eventually it'll load. As I say, it just takes a minute or so to get the first load up. And then once we're in, we'll see just quick what it's looking like. And as I say, hopefully we're just a couple of months away from having massive updates to the game, which will start seeing us being able to fly spaceships off of a space station where you spawn, flying down onto planets, walking about in the planets and things like that. What I'll do is, in a description for this video, once it's kind of post-processed, I will put a link to one of the recent demos that were done where they're showing off something that will be happening in the sort of the major patch after next. Let's see, we're just waiting for it to load. One of the nice things about the game though is that once it does load, there are no more loading screens. It's just as you get the massive big one to begin with. I'm trying to even remember what I've got in my, what ships I have available in my hangar just now. I think there might be a ship called the Vanguard currently sitting in my hangar, which is a nice kind of 2 or 3 person fighter, long range fighter ship. It's got sort of nice turrets at the top, it's got a little kind of engineering station and bits and pieces like that. But as I say, we'll see if that's the one I left sitting out in the hangar when I get logged in. If it is, I'll have a quick look around, I'll show that off. If it's not, whatever's there we'll have a look at, and then I'll look at one of their ships. Or at least that would be the theory, if it ever loaded. I think what I might even do is just give it another few seconds. If it fails, I'll just go straight into the Persistent Universe instead of staring at an infinite loading screen, because this does seem to be taking a ridiculously long time. Okay, forget it. Let's drop back to desktop. Try and restart it. List our citizen. Kill task. I'll try to launch again. Okay. It's possible things are going a bit slow on it for the minute, because in about 1 minute's time, the next day worth of sales is going to kick off for the game. So the servers are probably getting absolutely hammered. Let's see, give it another go and we'll see what we get. And if it fails completely, then I'll just drop it off and I'll fire up something else instead. There we go, we're in. I'm just going to drop straight to the universe menu and launch. Okay, so here we go, we're back at that wonderfully exciting loading screen. And what I'll do is, whilst I've got that loading here, I'll be suggesting if there's anyone who's watching who's interested in finding out a little bit more about Star Citizen whilst I'm streaming a bit about it this evening, if you go to robertspaceindustries.com, you can find out a little bit more about it there. Again, there's some interesting videos and interesting bits and pieces there that you can find out a bit more about the game. And there we go, the next day worth of sales have just come online for us. one of the nice things about this sort of annual or the anniversary sale that's going on just now is that they've got a sort of very Top Gear-esque theme to it. So instead of, or well, it was Top Gear, they had the sort of presenter of a sort of pseudo spaceship racing program who's based very much on Jeremy Clarkson, and they've now got this, anniversary sale is now called the Galactic Tour, kind of in reference to the Grand Tour that's Clarkson's newest TV venture. And for each day of the sales, they've been having a sort of little video with him talking about some of the different manufacturers of the spaceships for the game. Let's see. What's going on here? So again, one other thing that I would say as well, if you do end up looking at Star Citizen, the prices of some of the ships are quite surprising. Like again, if you were to look, say for example, at the ships that are on sale today, some of them are ranging, some of them at £200 and odd. There's some at £100. To go all the way from like £40 up to over £1,000 for a few of the ships. Wow, this loading screen's definitely taking its time. Let's see, what's that? We're about 15 minutes in and still loading screen. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll give it another minute or two, and if it's still not working, I'll pick up something else to play for 45 minutes or so. Here we go, we're finally getting somewhere. So there we go, only about 16-17 minutes into the stream, and then we actually wake up in the habitation module. Okay, so let's go ahead and go and find myself a ship. So at the minute what happens is you wake up in a sort of habitation module in one of the two stations you can spawn in. There's either sort of law-abiding citizens, one called Port Olisar, or there's the sort of criminals one called Grimhex. Okay, so let's see, so I've got a selection of ships I can choose from. I think what I'll do is I'll pick up, let's see what I'll go for. So this is the list of ships that I've got access to at the minute. I don't know why I've got access to this M50 Interceptor. That's I guess a loaner module from somewhere else. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Warden.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Okay, so there we go. I've just requested this ship, and it's been sent off to one of the landing pads. So it's D09. Let's go head off and have a look at that. In fact, actually, before I go, let's see. Is Dumpers Depot open yet? There's a couple of shops on the space station you can get into to try and buy bits of equipment. Here's my character at the minute. Let's see. Okay, alright. You see, it's not particularly heavily customized characterization. At the moment you've got like 5 or 6 different spacesuits you can. It's like 6 different sets of armor and 4 or 5 different coloured suits you can get. There we go. Here's the ship. What I'll do is I'll run up towards the rear of it, and we can see again what it looks like here. So you've got a nice big twin-engined craft there. Again, I'll run around to the side here. So we've got some nice little wings as well. So when you're actually in flight, those wings will deploy. They'll swing out. You get the cockpit at the front, and here you can see we've got a nice big sort of Gatling cannon attached to the base, attached to the front. A series of 4 laser cannons, and up at the top you can see there's a big turret up there as well. So let's go ahead and get inside the ship and we'll see what it's looking like. Now, unfortunately, the ship does have a little kind of graphical glitch as you're stepping in and out on that landing pad, but otherwise it's all fine. So let's see in here. Because it's a long range ship, you get access to a little toilet, a shower, and a little kind of wash basin. There's a sort of kitchen area, and yeah, bit here.
Launch complete. Landing complete. Danger. System overheating. Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Launch complete.
Yep, just take off. Oh, actually, there's somebody else with it.
Landing request approved. Begin scan.
Okay, what was I looking for there? So yeah, at the moment, let's see. Oh, there we go. There's somebody with another ship called a Freelancer. That's kind of one of the trading ships. Yeah, but we're not really particularly interested in that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll do a couple of whoops. I'm to try and get a couple of missions. So what I'll do is I'll look for the ICC scan probe. Ah, there it is. Oops, that's not good. Yeah, well done. Crashing into things is definitely not the way to start. Okay. So I'm for the ICC scan probe again. Ah, there it is.
Quantum travel initiated.
So quantum travel is how you basically move from point to point within a solar system. And it travels at 20% the speed of light. So it can travel incredibly quickly. There we go. And to if you look outside the ship, you can see that in that little bit of dodgy flying, I kind of destroyed one of my engines. So if I'll fly one of these missions, then I'll go and get that damage repaired. So, oops. Okay.
There was actually a reason to work hard. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you had a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I just want us to look at then. For ICC assistance. And we can quantum travel over to it. Now at the minute, because it's still, early on in its alpha status, you don't actually, have all that many missions to do. And basically all the space is kind of based around one single planet and one of its moons. Oh, there we go. So we've arrived. I've got a wee flashy blinky red beacon. So what we'll do is we'll go to cruise mode and try and get over there.
Begin scan.
Okay, so when you say begin scan, that usually means that a ship is warped in. Oh, there we go. So some ships have arrived. I'll match their speed. And start firing them, I guess.
Shield under fire. Shield target.
gotten quite a distance away from him there, so let's try and close in on it. It probably doesn't help that I've lost one of my engines, so my manoeuvrability is going to be horrible. Navigate. Flying with only one functional engine is definitely not helping me here. Oh, and then my weapon's overheated, wonderful. You can see there, the heat level is going way too high, I just need to give it a chance to cool down. What I'll try and see what they're doing is getting my other guns to bear on it.
System overheated. You messed up now, Scan.
There we go. Now definitely not a piece of my finest flying. Because basically all I was doing there was spinning around in circles and trying to keep my targets lined up. Had I been less damaged, I'd have been able to get more efficient.
Starboard shield under fire.
Oh, another
Shields
target.
recharging. Shields recharging.
Okay.
Contact. Shields recharging. Head
That's
shield
it.
under fire. Shields recharging. Shields recharging.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there. That's funny. I'm just going to get over to this point over here, and then we can.
Shields up.
You can see that, see, because when my engines are down and gone, the ship's really struggling to try and find a way to move directly forward. Basically, a minute. Best I'm able to do here is just going to try and skim around the base of this asteroid. And eventually, as the ship appears to come to a rough stop, this really isn't working. I'm going to hit the asteroid. I'm getting fairly close to now, so hopefully
system overheating.
I can go out and pick up the black box. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm EVAing out of the ship there, aiming towards a distress beacon, wherever it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, it's going to be quite a bit further away than I thought. I'll get there. You can see here as well, around this end of the ship, taking some damage. That was probably the one from flying into the asteroid. At least I've still got my gun at the bottom. Okay, let's get to that beacon. We're getting an energy rifle, a ballistic rifle, which sadly has no ammunition. So you definitely go a lot slower out of your ship when you're just in your suit. And apparently I've frozen up. Yeah, definitely doesn't want to cooperate with us this evening. There we go, there's the black box.
Hey, Jenny, think you could head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? I'm about to pass out. Got a contact. Multiples. Let's see what the radios say. Not coming up. Forget the drink. I need you on shield now!
Yeah, it's the fact the ship there was a bit of a wreck. It suggests that she didn't quite get back to shields in time. Okay, so now that I've done that, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll fly back to... Oops. Eep. I'll fly back to the starting space station, pull out a different ship, and see where things go from there. So I think I'll fly to another combat mission. Okay, we can turn off the light, the tops. Okay, don't know quite what happened there. Let's try and climb back inside the ship again. Now, I'm not quite sure where that graphical glitch is coming from with climbing up that ramp, but hopefully it'll be fixed. Oh yeah, and here are the escape pods. Okay, I remember not this is me climbing up into the turret up on top of the ship. which again okay, I should have been able to start controlling and firing, but because I get out of the pilot seat, part of that is shutting the ship, shutting down all the external systems. But let's see. Let's get back up to the pilot seat.
Shields recharging. Proximity alert overhead. Proximity alert aft.
Okay, so that's there it is. Port Olisar. Is there so that's obstructed by someone, so let's see if we get some windows. Put myself into cruise mode, which gives me a good bit of speed. And then let's see.
Begin scan.
Thereafter.
Contact. Begin scan. Contact. Quantum travel initiated. Shields up. Shields recharging.
Okay. Some part of me there.
Quantum travel complete.
Let's go ahead and find Port Olisar. Which part's quite hard to do when you've got a dog trying to get your attention. What I'll do is I'll get to Port Olisar and I think I'll land for a minute, take a little break, deal with the dog here, and then
Quantum travel
can try and pull
initiated.
out another ship for something else. So I think I'll leave things running for just now. I'll be back shortly.
Quantum travel complete. Begin scan. Begin scan. Begin scan. Begin scan. Begin scan. Begin scan. Begin scan.
so apologies for that delay there. I'm now back again. Right, let's see. We'll do is we'll get back to Port Alisar, land, and see what's what. I think at the minute I'm coming from the underside of the station. Oh wait, no I'm not. That's the top.
Begin scan. Begin scan. Landing gear deployed.
So I dropped into land. Just try. And oh dear.
Landing request approved.
There we go.
Begin scan.
Half
Begin
my
scan.
engine's missing. It's getting kind of difficult.
Landing request approved.
Okay, I think the ship is just dead in the water now. I'm just gonna abandon it.
System overheating.
Since I was getting a different ship anyway, that should be a massive problem. This time hopefully I'll try not to crash as I'm taking off. Right there for it. See if I can spot any other interesting ships out on the pads just now. So this might take a little while to EVA across. I think I can see around the station, I can see the shadow of a ship there on the left. I can't place what kind of ship it is. There's another ship just here, which I think was one of the Aurora starter ships. You can see another ship on the pad there, but I can't quite recognise. I think it's maybe a Gladius or an Avenger. Again, I don't have either of those ships, so I'm not particularly great at recognising them. In fact, let's do this the quick way. A little bit of suicide to speed up the ship recovery process. And once my character wakes up, all I'll do I think is I'll spawn. Maybe not. I think maybe once I've spawned, I'll just get back to the menu and quit out because it's starting to get a bit late there. And I've been streaming now for about 45 minutes, so yeah, I think it's. Well, okay, also, client appears to have crashed, so definitely a reasonable time to call things to an end. Well, I'll definitely say my apologies for not having, like, the full 45 minutes of actually me doing stuff. I think the first, 15 minutes was watching loading screens. But again, if you decide to watch again next time I'm playing, there we go, there's that. An error message there for something crashing. So yes, as if you do decide to watch again in the future, hopefully we'll have a slightly less unstable game being played. But for now though, let's say thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Or at least I would if I could now get somewhere and... oh, come on. Yeah. Things are definitely all gone a bit wrong for us here. That's why I have the task manager. I'll try and find the star citizen process and kill it. There we go. There you go. So again, thank you very much for watching. But yeah, I'll catch you next time.